when the Zionist movement came to Palestine, Hebrew, for all intents and purposes, as a language, was almost dead.
Yeah.
And Hebrew was revived, and now it is used to teach nuclear physics and medicine and everything. When we talk about mother tongues, what does a mother tongue mean? It is the language that you learn from your mother. At the beginning of the Zionist movement in Palestine and the revival of the Hebrew language, mother tongue meant that mothers learned the Hebrew language from their children. Now, if a language that was deemed to be dead was revived and now enjoys a very vibrant social, political, cultural
Within
life.
one generation.
In 1913, the Technion in Haifa was established, and there was what's called the language war between the early Zionists, very radical nationalists, who wanted Hebrew to be the language of instruction. And because the Technion was established by a German Jewish organization, they wanted German, because they were in competition with the French, to be used there. In the end, there were actually riots and battles. One person was killed, but then in the end, Hebrew was chosen, even before Hebrew was revived. So actually teaching physics, and chemistry, and advanced science in Hebrew was seen as a way of bestowing prestige on a language that is still almost dead, right? There are lessons for us to learn. Secondly, the revival succeeded because there were very few older speakers who could then say to the child who learned Hebrew and spending time learning Hebrew, "Oh, this is not the way you say it. This is wrong." We have a comparable experience, the attempt to revitalize Breton in northern France. The language which was down on its knees did not succeed in the same way, although it was conterminous temporarily with the revival of Hebrew, because there were still older Breton speakers who would then listen to these youngsters speaking and telling them, "Oh no, this is rubbish, this is not right." And that is what happens to us in Arabic. Instead of saying, "Thank you for attempting to use the topic," they say, "Oh, but you put the subject in the accusative and the object in the development." So that is another lesson